Hey everyone, welcome to ALB programming lesson. Continuing the previous lesson, we will be learning some basics in Java programming. In this lesson, we will learn basic syntax and we will also learn how to use comments. And let's start from the basic syntax and learn 3 basic rules. Rule number 1, case sensitivity. In the world of programming, uppercase letters and lowercase letters are different. We have this code in our program, which is different from this one. The difference is the first letter. Let's try that out in the program. Then change the first letter to small s. Now you can notice the system is underlined. Here's the error message from Eclipse. It says, this thing cannot be resolved. Let's change it back. The error message is gone. Let's change the M to the capital M. Now we got an error message. System with capital M cannot be resolved. Let's change it back. The error message is gone. But the text between quotation mark can be almost anything. The second rule, the program file. In our example, this program file is named helloworld.java. This .java is the file extension. Before that is the file name, which is just hello world. This hello world is the class name. Here, public class hello world is actually defining a Java class called hello world. Computer doesn't know what is hello world unless you define it. Rule number 2 is the class name hello world has to be identical to the file name hello world. If I change the class name, let's say hello world 1, then you see an error which says must be declared in file. Let's change it back. The error message is gone. Let's try the other way around and change the file name. We can do it by right-clicking on the program file, then put the mouse cursor over refactor, then click rename, then fill in the new name. Before clicking finish, normally it is better to select this update references so that the class name will be updated automatically and will become identical to the file name. Also, this class referenced anywhere will be renamed automatically. It saves massive amount of time if you're working on a big Java project. I'm gonna click finish. Then the dialog box tells me some potential problems, tells me that something will be affected. But what will be affected? Here you go. But don't worry about it. Even if I mess things up, I can still build everything from scratch. So I'll click finish. Look, the class name is changed and nothing else has happened. Alright, the last rule but not least, the main method. It looks like this. In Java program, main method is mandatory. Your Java program must have it. You can either type everything with your fingers on a keyboard or just like what we've done, generate it automatically. When you run Java program, it starts executing the code inside it. In our example, the program executes only one line of code, this one. But some of you guys might be wondering what this line of code does. This is comment. It is not counted as code. Compiler just ignores it. In other words, even if I delete this comment, you can't see any error. Let's see. I'm gonna delete the highlighted comments. Here. Save the file. Run the program. Seems like nothing's happened, right? Well, we can notice that comment in the code doesn't affect the program. But what does comment do? Just be literal. Comment is used for commenting the code so that other programmers can understand your code. For example, I can comment the code like, this is a comment. The compiler ignores this line. Comment doesn't affect the program itself. Save the file. Save the file. Run the program. The result is the same whether or not you add the comments. In short, comment is like an FYI for your info and etc. But you have to add a double slash before the comment. I'm gonna try deleting the double slash. The code becomes really messy now, full of red lines and errors. When I add one slash, it doesn't help the situation. When I add one more slash, problem solved. 3 slash doesn't really make a difference. Anything goes after double slash will be treated as comment and doesn't have any impact on the program. Comment can be used for commenting the code, explaining the code, or giving an additional information to other programmers. Another good thing is that comment can replace deleting. It's pretty handy sometimes. Let me show you how. I'm gonna print 6 lines of text. The first line is 1, second line is 2, third is 3, 4, 5, 6. Save the file. Run the program. These are the 6 lines of digits from 1 to 6. Now I want to print out the digits 1 from 5. I can either delete the 11th line or just comment it out like this. Now these are 1 to 6. Let's see what will happen after I save the file or run the program. Now it's 1 to 5. I delete the double slash, save the file, and run the program. I got back the number from 1 to 6. Well, if I don't know commenting out the code, I'll delete this line. Not a big deal. But when I want to restore the code I deleted, I have to spend a lot of time typing again like this. In this example, it's not a big deal to do some typing, but when my program gets more and more complex, constantly deleting and retyping costs me a lot of time, and I don't always remember what to retype. This is the beauty of double slash. Comment the code and give additional information to other programmers, and quick delete and restore. In summary, we've learned 3 basic rules of Java programming. Number 1. Class name must be the same as the source file name. Source file name has to end with .java, or you can say the file extension of the source file is Java. Number 2. Java program must have a main method. By the way, we'll learn to use comment, which starts with double slash. Number 3. Case sensitivity. Lowercase and uppercase is different in programming. That's it. Hope you've learned something. Thanks for watching. In the next lesson, we will learn a very important skill, which is so important that you can apply it not only in programming job, but also somewhere else. See you in the next lesson. Peace.